Hello, everyone. Ashanti Titus here, the executive producer at Ground Over Matter Films for Natural Hair, the movie. I am super stoked because we are going to have Miss B. Dixon, the CEO of the Honey Pot, who's going to be joining us momentarily here. And if you guys have any questions or anything, make sure that you put that into the chat. I'm super excited because a lot of us don't understand the importance of what it is that we do and when we put things on our body. So when it comes to, we talk about it in our film about natural hair, and we talk about ownership and things like that. And so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to interview Miss Dixon. So she's going to be joining us pretty soon, momentarily here. If you can just give me one moment.
Oh, there you go.
Hi, Miss Dixon. How are you?
I'm good. You can call me B. You don't have to call me Dixon.
All right. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to us today. And one of the reasons I was just telling everybody that was listening, it was important to interview you because in our film, we talk about the importance of entrepreneurship, and we also talk about the importance of having natural and organic products that we use.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of us don't know that, like a lot of the feminine hygiene products that we used are bathed in formaldehyde, chlorine bleach, and things like that.
Artificial fragrances.
Yes, and first the Honey Pot. Love the name. Can you tell us a little bit about who you are and your products?
So I am Beatrice Dixon, co-founder and CEO of the Honey Pot Company. We make plant-based feminine hygiene products that focus on vaginal wellness.
Awesome. Yeah. And I think a lot of people are looking, they've heard your name and company come up in the trending, with the Target ad. And it was very interesting. When my husband saw you, he was like, I know her from somewhere. And, and I'm like, we watched a crap load of business videos. We saw you on the T-Pain School of Business prior. And he was like, and that's when it was a full circle moment for us. And so when I saw the Target ad and then all of the negativity that came along with that, which is very strange because when you look at the commercial, it's positive, right? So it's like, yeah. And so what do you have to say? What has it been like, the last 48 hours for you?
Not negative.
Good. Yes.
It's been, I think what happened was really positive. I think, I think energy has to move how it needs to move, and it can come off negative, but that was probably one of the best things that ever happened to us. Outside of my ancestor coming to me in a dream, that was the best thing that ever happened to me personally. But yeah, it's been really great. It's been busy. It's been a lot of talking, and a lot of energy focused on the whole reason why the statement was made in the first place.
For sure. And that's the thing. There's definitely not enough representation when it comes to African-American women and doing what you're doing and being in this position of power. And that's why, I wanted to talk to you about that and didn't want to make it about the negativity because as you see, that energy was definitely transmuted because I saw that they said people went to like 5 different stores. They couldn't find the product after this. And so we just want to let you know that we're rallying behind you. Everybody in the community, we're excited. Like there's nothing that was, racist or hateful from that comment whatsoever.
Oh, sister, don't even waste your time even talking about that. I already know that. Nope. Look, personally, I know who I am. Mm-hmm. I don't, as long as you know who you are, there's nothing that anybody can say to you that will change that. I know who I am and I'm happy with who I am. And I don't, I don't even dignify that with anything. So you don't even have to say that.
There we go, moving right along. So it's the increase in the sales that's been amazing. And I saw that you have 3 different systems. And what we need to be focused more on is the healthcare of, what's going on with that. You have been a disruptor in the industry, which is absolutely amazing, because a lot of us didn't know formaldehyde and chlorine bleach was in like the tampons we're using each and every month, right? And so like you have 3 different systems, so the normal system, the sensitive, and the mommy to be. A lot, can you kind of elaborate more on your products?
So normal is our original formula. That's the formula that my that my grandmother gave to me in the dream. The sensitive is really a lesser concentration of the normal. And then mommy to be is focused on really clean ingredients. Obviously, it's missing some of the herbs that the other 2 washes have, being that women are pregnant. When women are pregnant, they can't use certain herbs, they can't use certain things. But also because their hormones are all over the place, it can be hard to keep their pH balance, regulated. And that's not to make the claim that our wash is doing that, but but our wash is pH balanced to match the pH of what a healthy vagina is. So, yeah.
For sure. And that's so awesome. And you guys, you have it. I mean, you're in Target, Wegmans, Bed Bath & Beyond, Walgreens. And so anybody that, is looking for a cleaner, more natural alternative can pick up the honey pot in that store, any of those stores.
Absolutely. Yes. Especially between our washes and wipes. The only ones that really have our menstrual products, there's only a few, but you can go onto our website and go to the store locator and it'll show you.
Okay. I want to switch gears just a little bit to kind of get more into the business owner entrepreneurship aspect of things. You have been featured on the Today Show and recently the Entrepreneurship magazine, Forbes. There's a lot of things that go behind, and people don't a lot of times understand the journey of an entrepreneur. Can you kind of give us a little bit of like what that was like going through that journey and becoming one of the few venture capitalists to get $1 million for your business? What was that like for you?
I mean, all of it has been, a gift, man. I am so ridiculously, like, abundantly blessed, and I get to have this kind of conversation. I get to have people try to bring down our business or whatever. I get to have people that can state their opinion, whether it's good or bad, right?
Right.
And so I look at all of this and I just I have an enormous amount of gratitude for it, because I get to do what I want to do every day. And I get, if you know me, you know how free I am. And that's really important to me. And so the fact that all of this is on my journey is crazy.
Yeah, I can only imagine. And you know what? After watching your interview on The Real, I teared up a little bit, because I know what it's like to build something and then you have, people, trying to tear it down. But it always seems like it boomerangs back and it just elevates you to the next level,
Yeah.
And so that's definitely been amazing. Now, when it comes to as far as any young woman, I know we have to kind of wrap it up here. You have another interview coming soon, but that wants to kind of have a launching pad for her business, what type of advice would you give her from your journey?
My journey has been in consumer packaged goods. I would say to focus on digital first. If you have the money to do a website, then you can build a website, but don't try to do it yourself. Hire people that do that. And there's companies like 99 Designs that you can hire. And, it's not as heavy of a lift as if you're trying to hire like a graphic designer that's out in the world that would charge you much more money, And if you don't want to do that and have your own site, then you set something up on Amazon. But I just recommend that people start there and don't think that if you have a product that you just have to go into retail, because retail is levels.
Okay.
It's hard and it's doable. It's absolutely doable, but it's necessary for you to have the experience of owning your own store online, because you're going to need that when you go into retail.
Got it. Can we? One of the things that I saw, they said, I think it was from the T-Pain show, when one of the buyers from Target like found out about
Mm-hmm.
your product and they wanted to buy it, that you had to, then it was like that whole new challenge of having to like fulfill the order. Like what was that like that whole process?
Wow, that was crazy because there was so many times that it almost didn't happen. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we were literally pitching to Target, getting, because that took like a year, getting to a yes,
Mm-hmm.
asking investors for money. But if you don't have a purchase order, an investor is like, how am I going to put up my however many hundreds of thousands of dollars or whatever
Right.
on something that could not happen, you know? So it was so, that was a really crazy time in my life, but it made me strong, you
For
know?
sure, for sure.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say this too. I watched the buzzworthy the what is it? The draw your vaginas, that whole
Oh, on BuzzFeed.
yes, that was awesome
That was
because
crazy.
so much, when it comes around like feminine products and our wellness, especially down there, is like
Hmm.
so taboo because so many. It was very interesting because one of the ladies said she was just like ashamed. There was a lot of shame around it, and I
Hmm.
love the fact that your product and what you're doing, as far as with the marketing and everything that you're doing, is helping us to be more comfortable to talk about it.
Yeah, I
You
mean, look, humans are the most, or excuse me, yes, humans are the most ordinary thing. Vaginas are the most ordinary thing on the planet.
But
All the humans in the world,
yes,
no, hear me out.
okay,
All the humans in the world, most of them came from a vagina. You should feel no shame and no guilt for anything, but especially for a body part that is so essential to humanity.
right,
That is my message through and through. I don't get weirded about anything, you
yep.
know.
Hmm.
But we should do better. We should do better to ourselves and loving to ourselves to not put ourselves in that box.
And I totally love that because so many of us have been afraid to step out of that box. And then
Yeah.
seeing that, to talk about it, like I guess in our society too, it's just so much around it. Something that you were taught to kind of just like, a lot of us weren't even really taught about it. It was kind of like given like a pad or a tampon to be like, good look, you know?
Yeah, but you got to be responsible for yourself though,
Yeah.
right? So, you can't you got to be in the world but not be of the world, and that's your responsibility to do that. And so don't let anybody do anything to you that makes you unhappy or makes you judge yourself or makes you hate yourself or be shameful to yourself. It's ridiculous, you know. And everybody has the tools that they need, whether they know it or not, to be able to live in that existence. It takes work, but it's necessary.
Yes. I absolutely love that. Thank you so much for opening up the platform. Thanks for bringing us products to the market that
Thank you.
we can use that isn't going to be detrimental to our health. We thank you
Right.
for your work. We rally behind you. And I mean, if you guys haven't got the honey pot products, y'all need to go get them, order them. I went to the website, saw it's like something for everyone in a different phase because all of us have different
Yeah.
phases, depending if you're, pregnant or not. So we have some amazing
Right.
options. Thank you for bringing
Thank
that.
you.
Thank you for being strong, and we appreciate you.
Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate you. And look, if you can't buy your products, if anything is sold out on our website, which is thehoneypot.co, or sold out at the stores, whether it's Walgreens, Target, Walmart, any door that we're in, go on target.com and order your product, because that it'll come from there. That comes directly from their warehouse.
Awesome, awesome. I know you
Okay,
have
cool.
another interview to go to, so
I
thank you
do.
for your time. You have an amazing day, and we will continue to watch you rise.
You too. Take care of yourself.